things other creators do that get on your nerves. Now have you ever lied about a product to stay on good terms with a brand? But I had to do that video and I had to retake it twice because they weren't happy with it. They were very pushy and stuff. I didn't like it, didn't like the brand. Have you ever had a bad interaction with a brand? Hey guys, it's G, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a tag that's been going on YouTube. I've actually seen Soph do this tag, and as soon as I seen it I was like, oh my god, hello, hi, I'm gonna join. So I love old school tags, and since, you know, they're not really a thing to do anymore, I thought I would jump on the trend and do it. So this is, I guess, inspired by Soph, because I wouldn't have even heard of it if it wasn't for her. So I'll link Soph's video down below, and obviously the original creator of this tag. But I thought it'd be really cool to see more influencers like do the influencer tag, so I guess here I am doing it. But before we get started, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and also please hit the notification bell and make sure you have your notifications turned on. Also make sure that when you're on your YouTube app that you have your alerts turned on, that they are enabled, because otherwise you literally will not see my video, and especially more than ever, my videos are not being put into subscription boxes. So if you can, please hit the notification bell, and every time I upload, which is twice a week. So don't forget to follow me on my TikTok and Instagram. They're the only platforms that I really use apart from YouTube. And yeah, without any further ado, let's go on into the tag. The first question is, have you ever received a product, tried it and didn't like it, and then decided not to review it? So you guys know I get a lot of PR products, like the more PR, like when brands release new makeup items or just items in general. It doesn't really have to include makeup, it can be anything like skincare, even sometimes actual products. They'll send to me, and if I like it, obviously I'll talk about it. And I don't think I've ever been sent a product to review that I've not liked, and if I did, I think I wouldn't have mentioned it. Like if I've tried a product and I don't like it, I won't ever talk about it, because that's something that, you know, you guys don't need to know if I like a product or not, because if I do, you know that I'll talk about it. So not necessarily I have not liked a product of a brand before, but it wasn't a makeup product. It was a video I did quite a while ago. Sometimes when I get sent products, I will know if I will love them or not. Like a lot of the time I'll know by the brand or the product if I'm going to use it or not. So if I don't like it, I won't use it, and I'll donate it to, obviously, either give it to my friends or family, or I'll donate it. So yeah, no, I don't think I've ever tried something and not liked it and not reviewed it, I don't think. Products you use alone but don't show or use online. Oh, actually, this is quite handy because it literally was next to me. But I actually do use quite a few products that I don't ever talk about online. I'll just use it in my daily makeup routine, I guess. One thing I have been loving, which will be probably in a favourites video, is the Wishful cream cleanser. That is amazing. Cleansing balm. The cleansing balm from Wishful is insane. I've been using that recently and I love it to remove my makeup. So that's something I've never not really spoke about recently. And also this, which is the Fenty Beauty lip glosses. I feel like I don't really talk about them, but I use them all the time. Apart from that, I don't think so. Like most of the things I will talk about, but again, if I try new foundations and I like it, I'll talk about it. So in the end, I'll always talk about it anyway. But in terms of like makeup and stuff, I do switch up my products, and products that I use on my face, so like foundations. I've been loving MAC Face and Body, but I've not spoke to you guys about it because I don't know, it's something that I use in my own makeup routine. So when it comes to doing it online, sometimes I just decide to use new products or products that are more interesting for you guys to like see the results from and things like that. So yeah, there is quite a few things that I use alone and not on camera. Oh, products you want but won't buy because you don't support the brand. Now, if I don't support a certain brand, I won't go out and buy a product, but there's not many products that I want anyway, like products that I don't really, brands that I don't support are the brands who are not diverse at all and like to use the same people in their campaigns and, you know, same like pictures in their promos, things like that. So I don't support brands that don't support people, you know, who are slightly different. But most of the time, the brands that do that, I don't really like their products. So I would say there is. I don't know if I should say, because it probably would get me in trouble, but there is a few brands that I don't agree with, and I won't necessarily like I don't really like their products. Oh, do you have any blocked words? Now, I actually do. On my YouTube, obviously, you have a box. When you first have a channel and things, you have a box where you can admit, like, so many, loads of words that are blocked on your channel. So when people comment hate or people comment some really disgusting comments, it will be blocked and it won't be in your comment section. It will go through to like spam or sometimes up for reviews. Yeah, there is quite a lot of words on my YouTube channel that are blocked, and it's only things that I've copied and pasted from. There's a website that you can copy and paste all of these like words. Most of them are swear words, most of them are really, really, you know, sexual words and things like that, just because when I first started YouTube, or when I started to blow up, that was when I used to get really dirty comments, like from really disgusting men and things like that, really horrific things. So yeah, that was when we decided to block a lot of words. But apart from that, it's just things that I don't want you guys to see, because that doesn't look nice on, you know, it's not nice for you to see, but it's also not nice for me to have in my comment section. So yeah, my comments, like the blocked words box, is pretty full. Have you ever lied about a product to stay on good terms with a brand? Now, there is a situation, and there has been there has been a situation where I have said I've liked a product, not a product, like this brand's products for a video, but I will admit that is one of the worst videos I've done and I hate it. And it wasn't a makeup product, it was actually for a haul, and I had to like try and integrate it because I didn't really agree with the brand, I didn't really like the brand, and on the brief it said a completely different thing, and I thought I was working for the shop, not for the brand. So you know when shops collab with brands, like big brands, like for example Disney and Primark, it was a bit like that. So it was Primark and another brand, and basically it was awful and I didn't like their products, but because I already had said yes to it, I couldn't go back and say no. I did really want to, but I had to do that video and I had to retake it twice because they weren't happy with it. They were very like pushy and stuff. I didn't like it, didn't like the brand. Oh, it was horrible. But yeah, I did. That was the only thing that I lied about, but it really killed me to do because I was already in it. I already had signed something to say I was going to do it. So yeah, I basically got stuck in that situation. But hands down, I don't lie about products. Like, you can tell if I like a product or not. I get excited, it's genuine, I use it anyway. So now I know that to check and double check the brand, because I thought I was working with Primark, but I wasn't. I was working with another company, which I will never ever work again, and I can't believe they contacted me because like I don't even suit the brand. Do you delete comments, and if so, why? Yeah, like I don't delete a lot of comments. Like, I will try and keep my comment section pretty like clear and true. I don't always go in my comment sections as well, and this might sound a bit weird, but I sometimes find it quite hard to go on comments, because if I see a negative comment or someone picking me apart, I will then get in quite a down mood, and that's not the best mentality to be in. So I do try and not constantly go on my comments and check, because that can really affect you mentally, constantly seeing bad things about yourself. But I have blocked people in the comments, people that have told me to kill myself, people that have told me to, you know, dirty things, like really horrific dirty things, and things that people are just calling me names, but I'm not too bothered about the names. Like, I'm so used to it, I'm not asked. But it's more like when people are being really disgusting, or people are just being downright rude about your appearance or how you are as a person. Like, yeah, I don't agree with that, and I do try and like delete that, because my comment section is not for people to pick me apart. I want my comment section to be a positive place, as cringe as that sounds, but I don't want it to be a place where it's negative. So yeah, I try and remove them kind of people, and I block them, because if they're only on my channel to do that, then there's no point following me, because that I guess isn't allowed on my channel. Like my channel, this space is for positivity. My space on YouTube is for positive, positivity and all that. It's not for others to bring other people down, because that is something I'm so against. So yeah, I do try my best and delete and block people from my comments. I've just literally answered the same question. So do I block people? Yeah, I block. Like I said, I block people who are negative and horrible towards me as a person. I delete people who are being really, really rude, and I don't want that kind of energy on my channel. Have you ever initially liked a product when you reviewed it, but then changed your mind but didn't let your audience know? Oh no, there has. No, that actually has. There has been a product where I have reviewed it and it was for Instagram, it wasn't for YouTube, and I've used it, and then after it I didn't like it, and that was just because my skin is super sensitive. And when I tried one of the products of the brand I was like doing an ad with, it was like a few months of working with them, one of their products made my skin just feel horrific afterwards. But I have got super sensitive skin, so afterwards my opinions did change, and I wasn't a fan of it, and I still haven't used the product since. So that's the only thing. But that was again because I was in like a month's like a 12-month contract. That was the product I had to basically talk about. I had no other choice and say like, oh, I had to use that. So yeah, there's only been like, I guess, one product, but that was over on my Instagram. And again, it was a bit of a difficult one because I was in a 12-month contract and I had to review and do that product. So yeah, that was the only time. Influencers you don't trust. You know what, there's not really anyone that I don't trust. Like, I don't really have a big group of influencer friends anyway, so it's not like I have to worry about that. So, if I don't like someone, I won't follow them. So basically, if I'm following them, I like them. Influencers you trust the most. The influencers that I guess I trust the most and do adore and love on YouTube, so whatever products they talk about, I do know that they are genuine and are telling the truth, would be, I love Steph Tom's, Jordan Lipscombe, love her to pieces, and she does speak the truth about a lot of products and stuff. Like, anything she talks about, I know it's true reflection, so I completely trust her, completely trust Soph, Steph Tom's, Jordan Lipscombe. Oh my god, there's quite a few like people that I really do love. A lot of like people on Instagram as well I love. So yeah, there's quite a few. Like, I do trust a lot of people. Yeah, it is one of them things where sometimes you are scared about influencers lying, but I do know that they are the ones that will not like. Basically, they'll tell you the truth, and if you like something, they'll like it, they'll tell you the truth, and I definitely trust them the most. I love them. Secret tips or product application you don't show while on camera. I guess the one thing I do use is my hair gel eyebrows. That's one thing I do use, but that's off camera. Another tip I do when I'm off camera was with my lashes, so I actually apply the glue first before the eyelash. This is something I've been doing for ages, even before TikTok came around. Like, it was never something I learned off that, but people have started doing it, and I basically like put the glue on my eye first, let that go tacky, then put my eyelash on, and it makes it so much easier. That is something I don't talk about. What else? I feel like that's it. I don't really use, there's not many secret tips or anything when I don't use it off camera and stuff. For fashion, the tips that I do without telling you guys are, obviously, I feel like most people do this now, but I've always tucked my top into my bra because that's so much easier for me to make a crop top. And I also, at the back of jeans, I will tie the back of my jeans, like where the leg bit is at the bottom, because they're always too big for me. So to make it go around my ankle a bit tighter, I have to bobble it, so you'll never notice on pictures, but on all of my jeans I've had to tie a little knot with a bobble because my jeans are too loose. Have you ever not disclosed the sponsorship? Oh my god, never. Like, there's never been a time where I've never said it's an ad. Obviously it's legal now, like in the UK it is legal to, you have to basically disclose you're doing an ad. You can't not, otherwise you've got serious lawsuits being thrown at you. But I don't see there's any issue around that. Like, I know people didn't ever say ad and they try and hide it in the corner, but I feel like what's the point in hiding the ad when people instantly know you're talking about an ad, because you're obviously talking about it for a longer amount of time. You're obviously saying things that you wouldn't say, you know, normally, like the price or where you could get it. So yeah, sometimes I do agree with the fact that, like, I do like the law because you see people a lot more genuine. I love it. Like, I think it's a great way to make people more trustworthy, and people aren't going to go, is that an ad or not? But for me personally, I've always put ad and I've always put gifted, because I want you guys to know that I'm not lying to you, because what's the point in that? Have you ever had a bad interaction with a brand? Oh, I actually don't think I ever have had a bad interaction. Most of my interactions have been really lovely and nice. I wouldn't say I've had a bad experience with a brand or anything. No, I don't think I've ever had any. The only one is the one that I was talking about before, which is the haul I did, which I didn't like. The brand was very picky, and not just that, they were trying to make me say stuff that I didn't want to say, do things I didn't want to do. Like, I would say, oh, I'll do a picture like this, and they'll be like, no, we don't like that picture now, we want you to sit there with all the products. And I'm like, hang on, that's not fair. And they allowed me to say this certain thing, like it was an integrated video, so they allowed me to say it in a certain way, and then they ended up quoting what I said, and then they ended up coming back going, we didn't actually allow you to say that. So yeah, that was the only bad experience I've had with a brand. I may say the brand in a say it or shot it, you never know. So yeah, that's the only time I've had a bad experience, and apart from that, it's been good. But yeah, that's the only brand that I've not had a good interaction with. Have you ever bandwagoned with other people's thoughts on a particular product? No, not at all. I feel like I am very set on my own opinions. Like, if I like something, I like it. That works for me and my skin and how I just, work with it as well. Like, everyone is different. Everyone has different skin tones. Everyone has different skin types. Everyone is different with their styles and particular tastes of products. So if someone is bashing, for example, the Fenty lip gloss, I'm not going to go, oh, they're bashing it and loads of people don't like it, so I'm going to end up saying I don't like it. But the only thing I have seen is when everyone's talked about a product saying it's really good and worth the money, and I've seen loads of influencers say the same thing, and then I've tried the product and I've been, oh my god, it's crap. So I can fish out, like, when brands tell people to do the same type of like review and video, like I can tell that that's paid, or they've kind of pushed them to do that. But I have never ever bandwagoned on someone's opinion, a group of influencers' opinions on a certain product, because what's the point in that? Like, I feel like if I have an opinion on that product and it works for me, I shouldn't change it for anybody's, just because I hear someone else not liking it, that shouldn't affect my opinion. So no, and I will never do that. So for the last question, it is things other creators do that get on your nerves. Now I feel like I definitely have one big one in particular that annoys me so much about other influencers and creators, and I'm not bashing the people who do it, I just don't really agree with the amount people do it, and also as well the trend. Like, I know it trends and I get it, but I don't agree with like how it still trends and how it really annoys me. So the one thing that I don't like is when people do a lot of the 24-hour food challenges. Like, yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the eating challenges. I'm not a fan of the 24-hour challenges as much. Don't mind the beauty ones, but for the 24 hours eating certain food and things like that, I'm not a fan of at all. So I don't like it when people put on a voice and a type of style for people to click on the videos, and yeah, I just don't agree with it. I feel like just keep it normal, keep it real, keep it you. But they're the only things that I don't really like, just them two things, like 24-hour challenges, no thank you, and also people who are loud and over dramatic and try and be something that they're not, because that's not fun. But yeah, that's it for today's video. I did have a lot of fun answering the tag and doing the tag, so thanks so for, I guess, doing it on your channel, because otherwise I wouldn't have been able to do it on mine. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And yeah, I think that's it. But I'm gonna love you and leave you, and I'll see you guys in the next one.